Ever wonder what does the Malaysian job market look like during COVID-19 pandemic? Like any other country during the pandemic, Malaysia has been suffering also economically, including the unemployment challenges following the COVID-19 outbreak, economic and humanitarian crisis of unprecedented scale and impact. Malaysia at this crucial time is exasperated by the fact that the government only came to power in early March of 2020 while the country was already facing a heavy debt problem, financial restrictions, falling oil prices, and spillover effects on the trade and tourism caused by the global lockdown. About the unemployment and job vacancies in Malaysia during the pandemic time, the number of Malaysian unemployed individuals have been increasing since the first announcement of COVID-19 cases in Malaysia 25 January 2020, while job vacancies in Malaysia show up a huge drop starting from February to the lowest record in April before rebounding again in June. Moving further to the job scope in Malaysia during the pandemic, according to Job Street, working from home could be the new common theme of many Malaysian businesses during this time, while in fact cannot be suitable for many workers, especially those who are categorized as self-employed. So working from home is in a favor with higher paid sectors and high skill occupations, while in fact it is not suitable for those who work in delivery or food sector, for example, because of the nature of the job itself, where closing the business for them means losing the little salaries they have. So how are companies adapting to the evolving career needs? So according to the World Economic Forum, the top demand jobs in Malaysia, Singapore, Thailand, and Indonesia are data analysts and scientists, digital marketing and strategy specialists, digital transformations specialists, Internet of Things specialists, and strategic advisors. So as Jambuk, Job Street Malaysia country manager, pointed out that there is an urgent need for people to upskill themselves with knowledge of digital technologies coupled with digital literacy and transferable skills. So for now, let's have a look for future plans and solutions presented by Fahd.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Fahd. So I'm gonna talk about the 3 points. First is the fact, second is the solutions, third is the future plan. As we know, coronavirus or COVID-19, when it affected the world, but the most part is the economy part. So many countries affected by COVID, especially in economic, and Malaysia one of them. So the facts is Malaysia, since the MCO applied, since the government applied the MCO in Malaysia, Malaysia lost a lot of income sources for the country, and the country start to lose every day around 50 million ringgit in some sources, but in some sources they say high, and some sources they say less. As we know, the solutions came after 3 months since the MCO started. So on the 5th of June, the government spent like 35 billion ringgit to support the economy and to support to support also the small companies. So the government also encourage and promoting in local investments, and also the government reduced the salaries of the ministers to support the Corona Fund, and also they reduced the tax amount, and also they gave 6 months for the citizens to not pay for the monthly fees for those people who like paying for car or for home. This is the solutions, and there is many solutions, but we don't have time to mention them, all of them. The future plan, the government try to work hard and come up with a future plan which can solve the high impact which impacted the economy. And the Malaysian parliament before 3 weeks approved the country's draft budget for 2021 with an expenditure of 3 to 2.5 billion Malaysian ringgit, which is the largest budget in the country's history. That's all from me, and thank you.